Okay, so welcome everyone. We can start on time. We already have many participants here. This is the Cybersecurity Master School info session today, the EIT Digital. My name is Christian Gal. I work as ecosystem lead here in the East region. I welcome all of you, but I won't speak longer because we have many great speakers as always today. Let me just walk you through quickly at the agenda. First of all, Salvatore Moccia will speak in general about the Master School, as head of Master School of the programs we offer here. Then Victoria Villani will speak as a cybersecurity program lead of the program itself, and what you can expect from the program in the 2 years that you will hopefully attend. And of course, we have a student ambassador. This time we have Victor Schmidt speaking of his own experiences, and right now actually already someone in the working force, how he could use the experiences gained during his studies. After that, roughly around 3:30, we'll open up the virtual floor for Q&As. Feel free to either raise your hand or just put your questions, comments in the chat box to make sure that everything is answered. Also, so that you know, this year is, but I'm sure Salvatore will speak more about it. It's historic as we have a new university joining us, Babes Bolyai University in Cluj in Romania. And we have actually two professors attending this course. One is, I will start with you, Simona Claudia Motonia, who is here from Cluj. And also we have Darius Vasile Ufnea. I hope it's only two of you. I see your faces.
Hello,
if any of the colleagues join, then you're more than welcome. So they are the ones who can actually be can be asked any direct questions about these studies in Cluj. But let me get back to the beginning. Now it's your turn, Salvatore. Please open up the session. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Christian, and thank you to all participants. Let me also give a special thanks to Victor, to Ellen, to Darius, Victoria, and Simona. So I am the head of Master School, and I would like to, let's say, summarize the key points that I would like you to translate to your families, why you should study with us, why you should choose an EIT Digital Master Program. So first of all, and this is something that I was telling this morning during a conference in person at university this morning, our model is unique. There is no something like this in Europe. It is true that there are some universities, for example, that are giving you the possibility to study 1 year in one country and another year in the second country. But apart from doing this, here you will have also a minor in innovation entrepreneurship. So our students, they are unique talents because you got not only tech skills, but you get also innovation entrepreneurship skills. And this is the reason why also, because 20% of our students, they create their own startup. And please do not forget the EIT Digital is not just education. We have also another pillar, innovation. So we have the innovation factory, we have the accelerator, et cetera, et cetera. So uniqueness of our model. A second, this uniqueness of the model gives also you the possibility, when you finish, to get a salary that in general is higher than the average in the market. Third element, we have a strong alumni community. This morning we were talking to the Alumni Foundation. We have really, and you see here, Victor, who is part of this community. The alumni community now, it's more than 2,000 members, and they are open to share with you internship, works, etc., etc. Our alumni community is really strong. It's like a selected club of tech people. Another element, the cultural experience. As Christian was telling you, this year we have the pleasure also to have added a new university to our consortium of cybersecurity. And this is important because here at EIT Digital, you will get in touch with people from different countries, and not only European countries. You will get in touch also with people from non-European countries, and you will live 1 year in one country, 1 year in another country, and in between the first and the second year, you will have also the summer course that probably it's in a third country. And probably the kickoff could be in a fourth country, and probably this year could be also inclusive. And finally, the last element, the scholarships. We have a long list of scholarships available. scholarship from EIT Digital directly, scholarship from some partner companies, and scholarship offered also directly from our partner universities. So please, let me summarize those 3-4 concepts. First of all, uniqueness of our model. The second, the average salary that you will get, it's higher than the others, the alumni community, the cultural experience, and the scholarship. And thank you again. And please, I would like to give now the floor to Professor Victoria Villani, who is the program lead of the cybersecurity program. And thanks also to Darius and Simona for being present here today. Thank you, Victor. Ellie, thank you.
Thank you very much. I would like to try to share my screen. I have a little presentation about our program, so let me try it. Hopefully it's working. I hope you can see it. Can you?
Yes, all good.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. So I would like to give a short introduction into our cybersecurity master program at EIT Digital. EIT Digital stands for European Institute of Innovation and Technology. What we are offering, we're offering double degree program with major in cybersecurity and minor in innovation and entrepreneurship. We're also offering international experiments living in 2 different countries during your studies, like the entry and the exit universities country, and also fast tracking your career, get in touch with the industry very early stage of your study. So job opportunities. As Salvatore mentioned earlier, there's a lot of job opportunities on the market, and our students be able to find a job even before they are graduating. Or if you cannot find the job you like, you can always create your own job and hire people for your startup. What about the mobility? How is our program working? Our program is a 2-year program. We have an entry year and we have an exit year. The entry year is the first year, and 6 universities in our consortium is offering the first year, the entry year, and also 6 universities offering the exit year in the consortium. Some of the universities only offering entry or exit, but most of the universities have entry and exit year, both of them offering both of them entry and exit year. So for example, University of Turku in Finland has both exit and entry year. Also University of Twente in the Netherlands and University of Trento in Italy. Eötvös Loránd University, short name is ELTE in Budapest, Hungary, and Babes-Bolyai University in Romania. They all of them have entry and exit year, but there's 2 more universities, University of Rennes in France and also Eurocom. They're only offering entry or exit year. So for example, Rennes is offering the entry year and Eurocom is offering the exit year. And what is important, you can choose your track, you can choose your entry and exit university. Only restriction, you cannot choose the universities in the same country. So there's only one forbidden track here, which is Rennes and Eurocom. You can choose any other track for entry and exit university. So the cybersecurity curriculum, in the first year, most of the subject you have to cover during your study is very, very similar. It's like a common base. You have to learn introduction to cybersecurity, cryptography, network security, system security, information security management, privacy, and also the I&D minor, which is usually about 20 ECTS. And after is coming the second year, the exit year. In the exit year, you are focusing on your specialization. You have to choose your specialization when you're applying for a program. So you have to know what you would like to study in the second year. And of course, you can take courses related to your specialization. You also have I&D study. And in the last semester, you have to fulfill the requirement of the internship and you have to write your master thesis. Between the first and the second year, there is a summer school. This is the 2 weeks long mandatory summer school, which is mainly about I&D projects with thematic focus. So there is a lot of I&D study during the summer school. And it's important, the 2 years education is about 120 ECTS, 90 ECTS is about the technical core, the technical program, and 30 ECTS to Innovation and Entrepreneurship minor. What kind of specialization you can choose? You can choose a specialization at EIT like Advanced Cryptography, Eurocom you can choose Mobile and Cloud Security, University of Trento Applied Security, University of Turku Security of Network Systems, University of Twente High Tech and Human Tech, and we have a new member in our consortium, Bábes-Bolya University, and they are offering the software security specialization. Summer schools. These are the summer schools we are offering in this year for the first year students, the entry students. We have 10 different summer schools all around Europe. You can see we have one in Greece, in Italy, Germany, Portugal, Slovenia, Finland, France, Spain, so many different places. We have summer school. It has many different topics in the summer school. When you choose your summer school, you don't have to choose a summer school which is closely related to your major. You don't have to choose one about cybersecurity. You can choose any other less related summer school to cybersecurity. And in the summer school, you will meet with other students who have different background. You can work together, students from fintech, from data science, and all the other majors, and you will have some kind of industrial challenge, so some kind of challenge presented by the partner companies, and you have to solve that challenge and have to present it the last day. There is a pitch competition at the last day, but I think Victor can explain more about the summer school and how much fun is to visit a summer school, how much we learn at the summer school. Internship. Many internships are available at leading companies all around Europe. I just collected some of the logos. You can see we are connected with many big companies. We are offering many good internships during your studies or the last semester of your studies, and also some of the companies is also offering scholarships for the students, like Huawei offering many scholarships for all cybersecurity students in the next year. Who can apply? We need people with a very good background and having a bachelor degree in computer science, information system, mathematics, electrical engineering. Or if you don't have this bachelor degree, you can be also considered a good applicant if you have a reasonable knowledge of fundamentals of computing and information sciences and technologies. So you can also be considered. You can find more information about the cybersecurity program online on that page. And we have also options, like usually the question, what kind of scholarship plan we have at EIT Digital? We have tuition waivers. So EIT Digital is offering full or half tuition waivers to our students, but for the best of the students. So it's a merit-based tuition waiver program. And also our partner universities began to offer tuition waivers. The people who are applying, for the students applying to their campus, their university, and also some of them have scholarship plan or have with accommodation for the student. And if you still cannot get the tuition waiver or the scholarship, there is another agreement between the EIT Digital and the European Invest Fund. So they can cover your tuition. They can give you a loan to pay the tuition fees. And later, when you finish your studies, 6 months later, you can start to pay back the tuition fees. So there is something like 6 months time to find a job and try to pay back the tuition fees, and you can pay back that tuition fee for 2 years long. What are the deadlines? Application deadline is April 11, 2023, 6 p.m. Central European Summer Time. And if you have problem creating an account at the EIT Digital Application Portal, you can always contact the Master School office. They can help you, and you can find the coordinator's name at the homepage of EIT Digital, and you can contact also the coordinators at different universities. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Victoria.
Thank you.
Also, Victoria is not only the cybersecurity programming, but professor at EIT University, which is also a participating partner university in the ecosystem. And now, as also mentioned in Victoria's presentation, I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear many fun stories from Victor, not only about the program, but all the the social part of it. which is also part of the package. So Victor, now the floor is yours.
Okay, let me share my screen. And I believe now you should be able to see the presentation.
Yes, we can. Yep.
Perfect. Okay. So first of all, before starting, I just want to say, I'm sorry if my voice at some point cracks. I just got out of the flu, so that may explain. All right, so who am I? So I'm Victor Schmidt, already presented. So I'm 24 years old now. I come originally from Luxembourg. I had a bachelor in computer science in Belgium. And since last July, I have now a master's degree in cybersecurity. So my entry was Budapest in Hungary, and the exit was at UTU in Turku, so in Finland. And I did a summer school in Madrid. So where am I now? Now I am currently living in Zurich in Switzerland. I am full-time employed at Zurich Engineering. So I'm a professional security engineering. Basically, it means I'm a consultant in security. That's the fancy name they give me at the company. I work on many projects, goes from penetration testing to security audits to identity and access management, cloud security, basically anything regarding security. So why did I join EIT? So that's a bit of a question. Of course, you've read about the benefits of like the program and studying cybersecurity. But on my side, when I made the choice, I considered multiple different things that EIT was considering. The first were the academic opportunities. So studying in 2 universities, the courses that were well explained, well given as well. And overall, the whole cybersecurity program is really interesting at EIT Digital. Then I heard about networking. You know, you go to one university, then a summer school in another country, then another university, plus the contact that EIT has. That's a huge opportunity to be able to network with people you're going to meet at your entry, exit university, plus a summer school, but also the professors, also the partners. During your INE classes, you might be inclined to talk with companies, to get to know some people that are very interesting for your network. The traveling experience. I am someone who likes to travel, and I have to say that traveling to Hungary, Madrid, and Finland was really good. But it's not only stopping there, right? You go to Finland and then you realize that, well, very often you're gonna go to Tallinn, or you go to Hungary and you go to the west side of Hungary and you also visit Austria. Or during the summer school, after the summer school, you want to take 1 week vacation and you go somewhere else. In my case, we went to Croatia. So it's a whole experience about traveling. So it's a really great experience that I had. Then improve your language skills. At least for me, when I started to join EIT, I had that very, very French accent, which was terrible to hear. And I'm glad that over the last 2.5 years now, it's a lot better. But yeah, forcing yourself to speak English 24/7 is a really great way to improve your language skills. The INE side, how could I not have spoken about it yet? So the innovation and entrepreneurship, something that's gonna make you very different from other students in your professional life or even during university, but mostly during your professional life, is if you have some business like knowledge. And the INE classes is exactly what you're gonna need for your professional life. For example, now I'm currently working in the consultancy sector, and I use every day what I learned in INE classes for my work, to be able to talk to my clients about the security and what it's going to bring to the company, or how we can manage with their business so it can fit together. The double degree, That's also something I was aiming for. So you get a first degree from your entry university, but also a degree from your exit university. So that was something that I considered very valuable. Now, a bit about more like the social experience. What does it mean to be an EIT student? So you're gonna meet a lot of friends, that's for sure. I took that picture randomly. Like I had like I have so many pictures from my studies at EIT where I met random people from all around the world. And this picture was taken the first day I arrived in Turku, so in Finland. I just arrived there, and I was like, hey, I have nothing to do. My apartment was empty. I just want to meet people, and I texted, in the group, in the EIT group chat, and I was like, hey, who is in Turku already? And we just met right away. We went out, we visited the city already, and it was just a great time. And that's really the power of EIT, to be able to network on a professional level, but also on a more like social level, where you can really meet a lot of people very quickly and become very friends with all of them. And then tasting what the country has to offer. And obviously, I mean, only the food. So again, I tested a lot of food. Was it in Madrid, in Tallinn, in Hungary? I just really like the goulash. So I took this picture to show you, but many things. So there is also an exchange of culture. As I explained, you're going to meet people from all around the world. So that's a picture we took with, you can see my Luxembourgish passport, Algerian, Hungarian, American, and German passport. So it was our smaller group of friends that I had in Hungary. And what's really cool about having people from all around the world is that you all have a different mind, right? And it's really good for cultural exchange when you go out for a drink or that kind of stuff, or talking random stuff. But it's also extremely valuable when you work with different people. For example, when you work on INE classes or on project at university, well, you might think, I don't know, for me as a Luxembourgish and with what comes with my cultural background, but working with someone from Germany brings more ideas, and working with someone from Algeria brings even more ideas, and etc. So it's extremely valuable. And then working towards innovation as a team, that's taken from the summer school. I just thought the picture was really cool that we were all together. It was our team to work on our project, and yeah, you're gonna have a lot of interaction as a team during INE classes. For example, you have the CLC, which is like a place in every city where EIT is based, or at least most of the cities. And it's a place where you can hang out with your EIT folks, also see the INE professors most often are there, and just hang out there to, again, increase your network or just, be social. So what were my opportunities? I had, as I explained already, lots of contact with universities across Europe. Something else I forgot to mention was also the kickoff event, which is an event that happens in, again, another country, where basically you meet people from every university. You're going to work with people from a lot of universities. So it's, again, networking. You get big support from EIT, either for your career and your student life. So EIT really supports you when you need help for administration, but also for your internship if you have a hard time finding one. You have a huge amount of work opportunities. I mean, I'm repeating myself now. Sorry. You have support for business-related and personal projects. So EIT offers you, when you work on a project, you can get support from EIT. For example, us during my first year at EIT, we had that business development lab project. And at the end of the year, we decided that we would continue the project. We thought it was an interesting idea. And we were able to get the support from EIT Digital for, like, for example, access to a lawyer to ask our questions there. So could be very interesting for you. And then the summer school. So I will keep it brief, but basically, as I said, it's 2 weeks for me, but it's possible to be 1 week in certain occasions. It's usually in a new country. You have lots of different topics, and why it is interesting that it's a lot of different topics. You can fit your interest, and you work on real world business cases. So I just want to mention, it's not because you're a cybersecurity student that you need to go for a cybersecurity summer school, right? In my case, I decided, hey, I just got 1 year of cybersecurity. I'm gonna get a 2nd year of cybersecurity. So I want to do something different for the summer school. And I went in Madrid. I did a fintech summer school, and I loved it. And I got the support I needed because I was not a fintech student. We learned what we needed, and it went very well. Our team, unfortunately, was second during the pitch presentations, but we really had a good time, and we were all very happy with the result. Also, we had a really good time overall during the summer school visiting and just hanging out. So the summer school is probably one of the highlights as well at EIT Digital Master School. So lastly, what happens at the very end of your master degree is the internship. And in my case, I did my internship in Finland, in Helsinki, so a bit eastern of Turku. And I was not employed as an intern, but I was a full-time employee at Nokia. And it was interesting because I was an information security manager. So how this happened was I got hired at Nokia, and I was supposed to handle the security of Nokia's application. So 3 applications, and then at some point no one was in security, and they needed an official figure. And they decided to make me information security manager so they had an official representation of security. So I did my master thesis with them, which was called A Rapid Approach to Web Application Security. And the idea was to, in a short time, productize an unsecured web application. So the internship happened with there was a career fair in the University of Turku. Nokia was there. I got first contact with them and got hired. How it happened is very interesting. The whole process is very interesting. And that's, again, where I found EIT to be a big asset in the process. So I was able to differentiate myself with other people applying for 2 reasons. First, my security knowledge was very broad from the fact that I had 2 different universities to refer to. So the universities, all universities are teaching in a way a bit different. A university in Belgium is not going to act the same as a university in Hungary, which is not going to act the same as a university in Finland. I'm saying the 3 universities because that's where I went. And this broadened a lot your knowledge to learn different ways to learn. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird sentence, but that's exactly what it means. You learn to learn at a university. And that was a big asset, to be able to already have different ways of learning. You learn better, you learn more. Second is the business side that really helped me. So during INE classes, you're going to do a lot of presentation, etc. So you are very at ease to talk in front of a public and to talk with your professor, etc. Well, I just did the same during the job interview. I was very at ease to explain to the interviewer all I knew, what I was comfortable with, and etc., etc. So the job interview went really, really good. I want to mention also, I never worked in security before this work at Nokia. So overall, it went pretty good. And all of that I can thank the 2 years I mean, back then it was 1.5 years I did at EIT Digital Master School to make that as easy as it was during the process. Now, as you may know, I left Nokia. It's for professional and personal reasons, but still it was a great opportunity and I liked working there. Lastly, I really recommend all of you to get out of your comfort zone. I know traveling can be scary. As someone told me once, Belgians are not known for being aware and travel aware of their country, which is very true. We like our country. We don't like to get out of our country, but that was the best decision I ever took in my life. I think I would not be who I am right now without having taken the decision to leave my country to get these incredible experiences. Yes, sometimes it can be scary. Moving to Finland, having minus 21 degrees during the winter can be very scary. However, it's also extreme. It's a lot more fun that it is scary. I always say that's a story that it was minus 21 degrees and we had to do groceries with my friends and I had no winter coat. As you can see here on the picture, that was a very tiny coat and that's the coat I had in Finland when it was minus 21. I was freezing, but boy, I had a real lot of fun during these times. And the same, it was cold when I went to the theme park at the top left, but hey, look at the view that I had. And again, it's all about networking, the great classes that you have, the experiences, the traveling, the summer school, the kickoff. There is so much to say that I'm not even sure I was able to explain how more than 10% of how happy I was with my whole experience at EIT Digital Master School. So yeah, that's it on my side. Completely available for any questions you might have. Now, I think you can also ask them in the chat or raise your hand virtually, and I will be happy to answer me or Christian or Eileen. So yeah, thank you a lot for your attention. And yeah.
Thank you, Victor. And I must say that was a decent goulash dish on your picture. It looked really good. And it's pretty hard to get a decent one in Budapest, so good job. And also, again, those of you who have not joined earlier, Victor is really an active member of our community, also as he is an alumni member. And, you know, it just also shows the strength, what kind of skills and experiences he has gained during these years. So he's a good example and hope that many of you will follow on his footsteps. So as Victor said, right now we can open up the session for the Q&As. And besides Salvatore, Victoria, Victor, Eileen, Carlson from the Master School office, we also have Simona Claudia and Darius Vasile from the, and of course, sorry, Anka Mirella, I just saw you, sorry about that, from Babelsberg University. So they are, you know, just waiting for your questions you might have. During the call, Ellen just put a link to the scholarship and information and details, which are available on your on the website. It's a really detailed one. So if you have any questions, best if you just check that first. And if you have any follow-up questions, the Master School office is happy to answer your questions. The email address of theirs is also mentioned in the chat box. Okay,
there is already one question in the chat.
Yeah. Correct, thank you. One question from Aymal Ajmal Shah, sorry for the pronunciation. How many seats are there? I mean, how many students will be shortlisted at the end? I'm looking at Victoria, perhaps that's yours.
It usually depends on the university, how many students are able to accept how many applications, but I think we are ready to accept at least 100 students. So 100 students is doable altogether.
Thank you. Tayo Adaboya, did you have, it's a question to you, I guess, Victor, if you had any access to scholarships during your program at EIT Digital?
No, I did not, but that's for a very simple reason. I did not apply to them. So that's the reason why.
One question here, Victor, which is coming back off and on. If you had work during your studies, or this is something that you recommend or not recommend to students to do?
That's very true. That's a question I got also very often through emails. So I did work for very little during the first year. The studies do allow you to maybe have a small work on the side. However, I would recommend always to not start right away working. First, feel how it is. Go to classes for a month or two to understand how much work is required for you for the university, because the degree is like the most important part, right? And then if you feel comfortable enough to have maybe a part-time job on the side, why not? I did not really have that. I just worked for the university for a month during the first year, and then the second year, of course, your second semester, which is the semester you're gonna write the master thesis, well, you will have your internship. So at that point, you're gonna work for sure, because you need the internship to do your master thesis. So yeah, short answer is I did not work. Is it possible? Maybe it depends how much you feel you need to put time for your studies.